Hey guys, Foster here. Just a quick note before we get started today. We are doing something very, very cool in 2020. So this year we are going to do 12 language challenges in 12 months. So on the first day of each month, we will start a new language challenge, and each challenge will focus on a specific topic or subject to help you really improve your English. For example, we are going to have a challenge about phrasal verbs, a challenge about how to use prepositions, a challenge about how to learn grammar without using textbooks. Anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun, and we would love to have you participate. So if you are serious about your English, you should really check out these challenges. To learn more and start improving your English today, just visit inglesnuecru.com. Okay, on with the show.
Oi pessoal, tudo bem? Bom, muito obrigada por estar aqui escutando de novo a gente no Inglês Único Rádio. E eu vou passar aquele recadinho maravilhoso, mas hoje é diferente. Hoje eu quero falar com vocês sobre o Cambly Kids. O Cambly Kids existe e tá aí para qualquer criança de até 15 anos de idade poder fazer aulas de inglês online com professor nativo da língua inglesa. É muito bacana porque funciona que nem o Cambly Adultos, mas para crianças com toda a segurança do mundo. E para você ter uma aula experimental de 30 minutos lá no Cambly Kids, por apenas R$1, é só colocar o código inglês NC Kids. Então o código é inglês NC Kids. É muito fácil, só lembrar de Inglês Único Kids, Inglês NC Kids. É só fazer o login lá no Cambly e em minutos grátis inserir esse código que eu acabei de falar. Também, se você quiser, é só ir na nossa show notes, que é aqui na descrição do episódio, e clicar no link que eu vou deixar lá para vocês, tá? Qualquer dúvida que vocês tenham, qualquer coisa, é só entrar em contato direto com o Cambly, que eles vão poder te falar direitinho como é que funciona o Cambly Kids, tirar todas as dúvidas em relação à segurança, e também, qualquer coisa, é só falar com a gente, tá bom? Now, on with the show!
Hello, hey, sweet people, and welcome to another episode of Inglês Único Rádio. My name is Foster, still.
I'm glad.
I am still here with
Alexia.
The one, the only Alexia.
Hello.
How you doing, Alexia?
I'm doing great. What about you?
To be honest, doing pretty shitty.
Literally pretty shitty.
Literally, figuratively, spiritually. So we are in day 2,547 of the pandemic. I'm still in the United States.
Yeah.
I am having some serious stomach problems. How are you doing?
I don't have any stomach problems, so I'm okay. I can say that I'm okay, but I don't want to brag too much because you're not feeling good, so.
It's okay. It's okay. We will make it through it. And we will do that by podcasting, and more specifically about talking about different states in the U.S. That's what we're doing. And that's what we're going to do today. So today, Alexia, what state are we going to talk about?
Well, we are going to talk about a state that a lot of you guys asked for on our Instagram, which is Tennessee.
Tennessee. Okay, Alexia, I'm going to say a bad joke, and I want to see if you understand it.
I'm a dish.
Hey, Alexia,
Uh-huh.
you're the only 10 I see.
Of course I do understand it because you're giving me the 10, like number 10 as a great. Like,
yeah, exactly.
I'm a 10 as a woman, so you're the only 10 that I see.
Yeah. A lot of people made that joke when, like, we were little kids. And, like, after, like, Trump, rating women on a scale of 1 to 10, the joke hasn't aged well, but I thought I was going to make it anyway.
Okay, you did it. Let's go through it.
But speaking of Tennessee, Alexia, I think it would be a good place to start with you trying to spell Tennessee. So
I
how
do
do we
know.
write Tennessee?
Okay, so T-E-N-N-E-S-S and double E.
Exactly. So Tennessee has 2 N's, 2 S's, and 4 E's.
Yeah.
And 1 T.
The one that I can't spell at all is Massachusetts.
Massachusetts.
Okay, we are not doing this one, so that's fine.
Today we're talking about Tennessee. Okay, so Alexia, yesterday we talked about North Carolina, a state that has a special place in my heart. And I think Tennessee is right up there on the top of my list with North Carolina. I absolutely love Tennessee. I went to university in Tennessee. I've spent a lot of time there. It's a beautiful state. I'm excited to talk about it.
Okay, so let's start.
Okay, so first, what do you know about Tennessee? You've been there a few times. And what do you know? What do you think about it? Where have you been?
So I have 2 different experiences there. The first one, it was to a wedding at your university campus, right? That we only went there for that. So from Tennessee at that time, I only knew your university campus. But on our way there, like driving by car, I saw that the nature is really different than South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And
So just to give people an image, like geographically, Tennessee is west of North Carolina and north of Georgia. Does that make sense?
yeah. How long does it take to go from South Carolina to Tennessee? Like 5-7 hours, depending?
It depends, because it depends where you start in South Carolina, and it depends on where you're going in Tennessee. So Tennessee is a very long state. So I think to go from Chattanooga, which is a city on the east of Tennessee, all the way to Memphis, which is a city in West Tennessee, I think it takes like 8 or 10 hours by car in the same state.
It's crazy. Oh my God, it can do like north and south. You can go twice north and south here in Portugal.
Yeah.
The whole country.
Tennessee geographically is bigger than the entire country of Portugal.
It's crazy.
So take that, Portugueses.
And my second experience, it was when we went to visit your friends and we stayed at their apartment there, and we went to Nashville. And we stayed like a week there, I think. And Nashville is so funny because because everything that you see in the movies, it's true.
Yeah. Nashville lives up to the stereotype.
Yeah. So you're going to have those ladies walking around the city with their cowboy boots and shorts and their cowboy hats, and all the bars are doing live shows, every single one. It's a very, very happy city. Like, you see everyone having fun and going everywhere and laughing. It's really, really cool to walk around.
Yeah. Nashville, Music City, Nash Vegas, baby.
Yeah. And we had the chance to go to the Grand Ole... Como é que fala mesmo? Grand Ole Opry?
Okay, I'll give you a hint. It's not Ole.
Ole.
The Grand Ole Opry.
Ole Opry. Yeah.
Yeah. Ole is OLE, and that's like an old-fashioned way to write old. So the Grand Ole Opry is the Ryman Auditorium. That's one of the birthplaces of country music. It's probably the most famous music venue in the United States. It is also home to the oldest radio show in the U.S.
Which is amazing. And we could see there, who was it? The Lumineers. And what's his name again?
We saw a lot of people.
No, I
We
know.
went to
But
the
one of the
Americana
most
Festival.
important ones. Oh my God, he's already old nowadays. What's his name? Foster.
Who did we see? We saw someone famous that just came out and played one song. I'm blanking.
Okay.
We recorded an episode about the Americana Festival.
Yeah.
Listen to that if you're super interested. Okay,
And
so
then
we have
we went
Nashville.
to Chattanooga.
Yeah, Chattanooga. Yeah. So this is a very common mistake that a lot of Brazilians and a lot of our students tend to make is using the CH. A lot of people say sh, but it's ch, just like Chiago, Chattanooga. Perfect.
Which has a really, really weird name as well, like CHATA, Chattanooga, and double O, Nuga, GA.
Yeah, Tennessee has a lot of names that come from Native Americans, so they can be quite difficult for people to pronounce.
Yeah.
And what did you think about Chattanooga?
I wish we could go back there because when we went there, it was extremely hot, remember? And we couldn't walk that much around because everything was more or less blocked because of the Ironman thing.
Oh, yeah. They were having an Ironman competition, like a triathlon competition.
Yeah.
And it made me feel really lazy.
But it's beautiful. There is a river in the middle of it. Lots of things to do. Lots of bars and restaurants. And people say that it's like really, really cool place to live as well.
Yeah. Yeah. So to be honest, I know East Tennessee really well, but I've never been to West Tennessee. So I can't really speak for West Tennessee, but East Tennessee, you have some really impressive cities like Nashville, Knoxville, and Chattanooga. And in between those cities, you have some really poor areas in the United States, but really, really beautiful places with beautiful people.
Yeah. Do you remember when your uncle invited us to stay at his kind of cabin?
I did.
And then we were next to Tracy City, which is the meth place, right?
Yeah, Tracy City, which is in Grundy County. I don't know if still today it's like this, but when I was in university, it was infamously known as the meth capital of the world, which means a lot of people are taking meth in Tracy City.
And selling and making, which is so dangerous.
Yeah, I would not recommend it. Just watch Breaking Bad, which I've never actually watched. Anyways, Alexia, do you know any famous people from Tennessee?
Yes. Justin Timberlake.
I knew that you were going to say that one. I believe Justin Timberlake is from Memphis originally.
I think so as well.
Which kind of pisses me off.
Why?
I just remember when I was living in New York City that Justin Timberlake opened a new franchise of a Southern barbecue restaurant. And it seemed really inauthentic. And I was thinking, Justin Timberlake doesn't represent me. But nowadays, JT's a little bit cooler than he used to be.
He's so cool. I would love to go to his concert. The last one that I went was at Rock in Rio 12 years ago. I have no idea when was it. And it was amazing. He's so cool. I used to think that he wanted to copy Michael Jackson a lot, and I didn't like him that much. But then I was like, okay, I can like him.
Do you know of any other famous people from Tennessee?
I probably do. Maybe that the Voice one, the country singer.
Okay.
The Voice, no, X Factor, no. The one that you have to turn. X Factor, right?
I'm not sure who exactly you're referring to, but Tennessee has a lot of famous musicians. So
Taylor
probably
Swift?
the most. Oh yeah, Taylor Swift from Nashville. There's a FedEx guy at our house. Probably the most famous. Yeah, there are a lot of really famous musicians from Tennessee, but Aretha Franklin,
Yes.
Dolly Parton.
Okay, the queen of country music.
Yeah, some really famous actors like Morgan Freeman,
Oh,
one of the best voices in the world.
he's so
That's
amazing.
a Southern voice. Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay, I like him as well.
Yeah, so Tennessee has a lot of cool people coming from there.
Is Tennessee considered the South?
Oh, yeah,
Okay.
for sure. Tennessee is definitely 100% Southern.
Redneck.
Yeah, Tennessee does have a lot of parts of Tennessee would be considered redneck. But that's for a different conversation. But when we can travel again, if you have the chance to visit Tennessee, it's an amazing state. I definitely recommend visiting Nashville. There's a lot more in Tennessee than just Nashville.
It's so fun to go to Nashville.
Yeah, check it out. You guys will like it.
Yes. Do it and then let us know.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, so there you go, guys. Another day, another state. I think that's a good place to end it before my stomach does something crazy on air. And that's what we call losing well.
Okay. Okay, so I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye.
Muito obrigada por ter escutado mais um episódio aqui do nosso Inglês no Micro Rádio. Quando eu falo nosso, eu realmente quero dizer eu, Foster e vocês, né? A gente faz isso tudo pensando em vocês. E, além disso, nós temos produtos feitos para vocês lá no nosso site inglesnonecru.com. E lá você vai poder ver os challenges, né? Nós temos um challenge novo a cada mês. Quando que Sound School vai abrir de novo? O que nós estamos planejando para esse mês? Tudo isso você pode acessar lá no inglesnonecru.com. Vale muito a pena. Nós temos muito orgulho do novo site. Tudo está funcionando direitinho, então vá lá, deixa seu e-mail para você saber as nossas novidades, o que a gente está criando desse lado. Então é isso. Dei meu recadinho de final de episódio. Espero te ver no próximo. Então é isso, hein? Bye!